in about 45 days, we will be at your 1 year mark as coach. Where do you hope that the team is by then?
I hope that the team will continue grow in being an offensive team and in developing an offensive mentality. To play offensive football, you have to start firstly with an attacking mentality, and this is something that we are developing. Attacking mentality is not just when you have the ball, but also offensive mentality. Attacking mentality is also when you don't have the ball in attacking the players and in the execute the defensive play strongly. But I want to, because I know that there is a lot of saying, a lot of talks, but you know, in order to move on, you also have to have a fair shot. You know, we brought 3 players in. One, unfortunately, since Orlando, we couldn't have, and we know how important he is. Bill, he obviously is a player that we brought in to replace our Anton, and then he's still coming to terms, and he came just after the preseason was done, so he missed a big chunk of the work. And then is again Guzman still missing, Kalina still missing. And, you know, when you have that kind of leadership on the pitch that can help and solidify the players that they are playing, it gives us everybody a little bit of confidence boost. And at the moment, we are trying to do our best with what we want to honor every time the game, and I think the boys did well in doing that. We had the lapse of, let's say, concentration, energy for 10 minutes that it was very costly. Okay, we conceded all the chances, but we created also a few chances ourselves. And, you know, people had to take things into consideration. It's very easy to say that everything doesn't work after the result, but I don't think this is the way, and we are trying to go through a path, and to be judged, you know, let's have all our boys in place, and then, you know, then I think that a fairer assessment could be made.
And, you know, as I think you've mentioned multiple times, and has also been mentioned outside these press conferences, you know, there have been so many setbacks in terms of injuries, losing players, specifically because with Real Salt Lake, a lot of talk has been about the defense. Who have you really asked to step up and be defensive leaders, and what are you asking of them or telling of them to get the performance that you want out of our back line?
So another good question this is, because he allows me to talk about the leadership a little bit, because I think leadership is a very spoken subject and sometimes misunderstood, in my opinion. I mean, it's easy to say, you know, I ask so-and-so to be the leader and that's it. So I've done my job, I cover my back and that's done. But I ask everybody. And the football is a situational game that requires situational leaders. So in set pieces, we will have somebody that will take care of those situations. I ask Carol to be the leader in organizing ourselves to press from the front, so to give this defensive strategy. At the back, I ask everybody, and they are responding. They understand that the mistakes they made is something that they know they should have done better. We work on that. But at the same time, we have guys that, as I said, Bill only came at the end of preseason, so he missed a vital chunk of our work and is catching up. Adil is a very young guy that, you know, he is very talented. We love Adil, but he also must be given the chance to make mistakes, because it's part and parcel of growing up. As human beings, we only learn by making mistakes. George Marks is doing well, but is another young player that is entitled to make mistakes. And unfortunately, if that happened in the game, you know, sometimes you can pay him, but he has been doing well. So I'm asking everybody to step up and to take leadership in the moment in which they can take leadership. So when we build from the back, when we organize our defense, when we are in attacking. So I'm asking clear role responsibilities to all of them during the play. It takes time, and we are not, unfortunately, we cannot count on the experience of people like Kalina, people like Guzman, people like Ashley that also can help you with their talking to minimize or to help them to recognize situations and to be alert in situations that they might drop a little bit of the focus because of the young age. So again, we have to give time to these guys, and the moment of difficulties are also moment of opportunities where we can build our foundation to go places, and we just need to be patient and keep working.
And that really, in a lot of ways, answers what my final question was going to be. But I'll give you a chance to put a pin in it, Coach. You know, you have had a fan base that's been a little more restless and frustrated than normal, at least online. What you say to them? Like, why do you know that this team can come back and make the playoffs and make a really live up to the pretty high expectations that we had this year?
No, this is the thing. Listen, I said to our supporters to back up the guys because they work hard on a daily basis in training and they deserve their support. This is without a question. They go out with heart on their sleeves, and they want to do really well for them and for the fan base that they deeply love. I know this for a fact because we discuss about that on many occasions. At the same time, they have to trust the process and the high expectation. As I said before, they are, in order to be realistic, they have to wait until we have got all our players in place. And because it's otherwise it's not even fair on the young guys that they are giving their best. You know, we have to give them a chance to play their game, and I think that they are capable of doing that. But remembering that the limited experience that they have, and they are building on a daily basis, on a weekly basis in MLS. So it's great to have a high expectation. We want to go to the playoff. We believe that we can still achieve this objective, and just trust the process that the boys are working really, really hard and well on a daily basis. So if nothing else, to give them the support, but at the same time, I understand that we have to deserve that, and I am looking for no excuses, no alibi. It just stating the facts that probably our more experienced players, barring Arizona Full and Carol, that is also on the second year in MLS, and so just arrived, are not on the pitch, and that also is important for a team because there is a tactical element, there is a physical element, there is a technical element, but there is also a psychological element, and to have leaders all out, the most experienced players out of the squad is not easy for us.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks for the time and best of luck on Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.